Back at the Daffodil Luncheon held recently at the Eagles Hall in Duncan, there are lots of enthusiastic people ready to take on the door-to-door campaign for the Canadian Cancer Society in April. One of the busy coordinators is volunteer Sheila Harmon.
I volunteered first to work at the front desk a couple of times a month, and then I started doing door-to-door canvassing for April. And then last year I coordinated as part of a team the Relay for Life last May, and that was a really big success. And so that got me really pumped up about volunteering, and this year I'm the coordinator for the April door-to-door campaign.
Well, good for you, first of all, because it takes a lot of time and it takes energy. But is it from a personal experience why you came to volunteering?
Yes, I knew when I retired, I wanted to do something of meaning. Because I'd lost family members, I've lost friends, my brother's successfully fought cancer twice, I wanted to do something with the Canadian Cancer Society. So it really makes me feel like I'm doing something, because a lot of times you feel helpless, that you can't do anything. But once I got to know what the organization does and how much they help in the community, it was a no-brainer.
So tell me about how the organization inspired you. What is it that they do that really hit home for you?
Well, I didn't know about the local services that they provide. They have a driver's program that will drive people to their appointments in Victoria, Vancouver. They provide services for accommodation. If you need to go to Vancouver or Victoria and you can't travel back home, you can stay there. They provide financial assistance if it's hard on your budget, and they also provide support services. So I know that a lot of doctors refer patients to their support services because they are run by people who've experienced it before. So there are meetings that you can go to for support services, but also one-on-one. There are, hundreds of volunteers that keep that office running. A lot of people don't know that. It's run by volunteers. And for April especially, they're putting this luncheon on. They're out in the streets selling little pins and live flowers. And then, of course, we have the door-to-door. So we can always use more volunteers to do all those things. And as a past employment counselor, I always said you should volunteer, because it means something to you, but also it gets your foot in the door with these organizations and gain experience, and it looks good on your resume. So I always encourage volunteering. A couple of hours, there's designated days, you go out with a partner, and there's a key location, and you just stand there with your flowers and ask for donations. And you also have live flowers that people can take away to give to others. So it's actually pretty cool.
So it sounds like you're going to be coordinating a lot of volunteers yourself. What would you say to people out there who may be contemplating volunteering, and is it mostly during April that you need help?
Yeah, we need help in April, and really it's only a couple of hours of your time. Like the door-to-door, maximum 3 hours. You're given a route to go on, usually where you live, and it's fun. I enjoy it. I get out and walk, and usually in April the weather's good, and the same with the pins. It's 2 hours. And as far as volunteering for the Relay for Life, similar thing. We need people to come out and help out the day of the event, help coordinate it. So if you have contacts in the community and can get out there and get more people on board. So really it's not time consuming, and it's very valuable. The Relay for Life is on May 31st at the Cowichan Sportplex. It's a 12-hour relay, so it starts at 6 p.m., it ends at 6 a.m. They have live entertainment, they have food. A lot of the local businesses provide the food, coffee, donuts. We have a lot of fun activities for teams. So when you think of relay, it's not you have to run around the track for 12 hours. You take turns as team members. And people come out in wacky outfits, and they have all kinds of neat ideas of how to get through the night type thing. And when I did it last year, I was amazed at how fast it went and how much fun we had and how much money we raised. And last year, I think it was up to $46,000 we raised just from that event. So I encourage companies to get their teams together and get out there and do the relay.
The Cowichan Valley Cancer Society unit is run entirely by volunteers. You could make a difference, volunteer for the door-to-door campaign in April, or participate in the Relay for Life. For more information, call the office at 250-746-4134. Thanks for being with us on our program from the Eagles Hall in Duncan, where everybody is celebrating at the Daffodil lunch. The donations are coming in, but what's really important is that we each as individuals take our own responsibility, stand beside those living and fighting cancer. And remember, you can pick up your Daffodil pin, or we urge you to give in the month of April. And remember, we love your story ideas, so let us know if you have one. Some interesting people in your neighborhood in the Cowichan Valley, we'd love to tell their story. You can reach us on Facebook or Twitter or email. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Women's clothing provided by Tulip Noir. Casual designer fashions.
Men's wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.